Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, it's 08:30. Is it too damn early? Too damn bad. We're already going. Just because. Howdy, Stamper Tamper. So I got to be here at work. And, well, I don't have keys to the building. So I'm waiting. It'll be all right. Not going to be able to tailgate today, because I'll be working till 5, then I'm going to be on the road until at least 6, closer to 7. By that time, well, by that time, Little Curmudgeon should be on. If y'all don't know who Little Curmudgeon is, y'all haven't been paying attention. It's a little warm out here today. Huva. Well, I guess it might actually be Huva Ilta Boris for actually Boris. So I sucked down a cup of coffee. I've already had my pipe on the way in. I've texted the boss as he requested so that he can show up in time to let me in so that we can get this day started. You can trust me on this one. None of y'all want to see me driving in Houston traffic. It's just that simple. Woo! New Brunswick. Wow. Let's see if I could say that word correctly. Pavaya. Huva Pavaya Boris. I personally am setting out to have a great day. Friday the 13th. People with superstitions are going to be freaking out. I'm just going to hang out and have a good time. Howdy, Eddie. Great to see you, sir. Got some dogs running around in the yard across the street. Well, one's running, now one's taking a dump. All right. But yes, today is going to be a great day. And the key there is to Make sure that you make it a great day. A lot of people have issues with that. They want to wake up on the wrong side of the bed. They want to act like, oh, it's horrible. You know what? I always just try to set out and say, make today count. Make it a good day. Seems to always work out for me. And don't be surprised if this tailgate is very short and taken down by the censorship committee. Because yes, I did start with that Good Morning Vietnam scream, which might be under copyright strike. So, I mean, hey, what do you know? Recovery Know-It-All. Howdy, sir. Great to see you. Oh, yeah, Eddie, I'm sorry if you're reading work emails this early in the day. I'm going to see that building right behind me. I'm going to be going into there and having a couple of cigars throughout the day and enjoying myself quite liberally. Or maybe conservatively. It depends upon how you look at things. That is true. It is going to be the day it's going to be. Adding stress to such things is really, it's not even worth your time. I've found in my own life that if you jump in there and you say, you know what, it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. Sometimes you have to convince yourself that it's going to be a good day. But if you're awake and breathing, it's better than the alternatives. Pipe Club Magic the Gathering tomorrow? Wow. That sounds like fun. Playing a couple cards, looking at your opponent and saying, I'm about to smash you to hell. May have breakfast with a mentor. That's always a good fun thing. Oh, dinner with the in-laws. I do that on a regular basis. That's a bright part of my day. Yeah, maybe not. But I know I'm going to have some good cigars. I know I'm going to be hanging out with really, really good people. Now, some of these people might be intrinsically bad. But they walk into my shop, they're all ladies and gentlemen. As long as they're not doing something like stealing, then they deserve the respect that I try to heap upon them. Meeting, not Magic the Gathering. It's all good. Eddie, that's always a brilliant idea. I loaded a pipe before I left the house and I smoked it while driving through traffic. Pretty damn good pipe too. I only wish the bowl was a little bigger so that I could have still been smoking on it. But hey, it's an hour across town. So an hour worth of a pipe, that's not a bad thing. At least I've never thought it was a bad thing. Luckily for me, my boss lives about 20 miles from this particular shop. Well, maybe not even that much. He says door to door he can make it in 20 minutes, but there's a large portion of that where I know he's doing 80 to 90. Because everybody else is going 80 to 90. Jumbo jet. Not my fault. When I tell y'all I'm at Casa de Monte Cristo JFK and it's the closest one to the airport, I mean it. We will see large jets taking off down this runway all day. That's how it's going to be. Figure I look at it like this: COVID is on the wane. The new variants all seem to be much lesser than the original COVID. Fewer people are dying whether they're vaccinated or not. Y'all remember, if you're getting a vaccine, get a vaccine. If you're not getting a vaccine, don't get a vaccine. But don't sit there and judge me whether I do or don't. Just as I will not judge you whether you do or don't. It's everybody's own personal preference on this. Another jumbo jet. They're doing some business out of state today. And yes, Houston Intercontinental Airport is a fairly busy airport. I'm hoping to see some guys from Canada coming in today. Why Canada, you say? Well, you see, these guys from Canada that tend to show up for the Houston Cigar Festival, also known as the Texas Cigar Festival, and they also tend to do stuff like buy a whole bunch of boxes of cigars, turn around, go right back to the airport, and fly back to Canada. Nope, that's just a 727, not a 747. Howdy, James. Great to see you, sir. And again, I'm not planning on being on here very long, just until someone shows up with the keys so that I can get out of the truck and into the air conditioning. It is going to be warm today, at best. And, well, I mean, everybody's been saying, hey, I missed the tailgates. Stamper, it's not just bloody expensive in Canada. It is penny pinching true from hell expensive in Canada. I couldn't do it. Australia's worse. England ain't much fun. Howdy, Donnie. Great to see you, sir. Good to be seen. Good to be seen. So I've been up since just before 5 o'clock in the morning. Setting my sights on having a banner day here at work. Pack of the cheapest cigarettes is 20 bucks. I've got some words for that. Those two words basically are the single word fire truck. That's a word that starts with F and ends in UCK. And then that. Oh, yeah. No, if I'm going to Canada, I swear to God, I am taking a suitcase full of pipe tobacco and cigars and cigarettes and anything else I can get across the border. Hey, do you have anything to declare? Nope. What's all this tobacco? Personal use. Because I know how bad your taxes are and I'm staying for a while. What are they going to say? We think you're trying to sell it. I might give it away, but I wouldn't sell it. It has been a long time since I've been to Canada, though. 50 grams of Borken Riff for 40 bucks. Damn. Damn. I don't think I've ever paid $40 for a tin. Hell, I don't even pay $40 for a pound. Well, not the Sutliff stuff. Oh yeah, smoky pipes and 4 noggins, hell yeah. So the air is thick with humidity. No noticeable breeze blowing. I'm sweating like a man on the way to the electric chair. Luckily I was an electrician, so I mean if I was on the way to the electric chair, it's probably just to fix it. That's a joke, people. That's a joke. Texas doesn't use electric chair anymore. It's lethal injection or nothing. I don't know if anybody in the state of Texas has been electrocuted to death legally by way of execution in my lifetime. I mean, I know it's been a while. I'll have to look that up at some point. Now, for all of y'all who are out there and who are not aware, I sent Martin a package. It should have gotten there yesterday. It might get there today. But it will get there before his show goes live. And when you see what it is, you'll understand why I had to send this package to him first. There's other people out there that y'all are going to be getting things. I promise. But I mean, I'm not made of money, and I'm only working for a small amount of money in the grand scheme of things. And cigars and tobacco and shipping are rather expensive these days. But things are happening again, so we can start looking at those things. At some point, I'm going to have to figure out a certain address for a guy over there in Finland. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to figure out what is legal to ship and what is not. Yes, Boris, talking about you, brother. He wants to know what New World cigars here in the States would be good for Cuban smokers. And my thoughts are, oh my God, I have no clue. So I'm just going to have to see if I can't send him some. Donnie, you are not lying about Maine having the best lobsters. I one time sat on the docks there at Bar Harbor. Oh, sorry, let me say it the way the Mainers say it. Or should I say it, the maniacs say it. Bahaba. I sat there on the docks at Bahaba in t-shirt, shorts, and some sandals and ate a lobster that come right off the damn boats. Big some bitch. Damn good. Drawn butter, lobster in a newspaper. Yes, it was served in a newspaper. Just sitting out on the end of the dock eating lobster, chunking the little shells right back into the water. And I was told that's what to do. Okay, no big deal, I'll do it. So if anybody wants to be upset with me for throwing the shell pieces out into the water afterwards, from what I understand, their stuff is bait fish, various other things. They can eat off of the little bits and pieces that are in the shell, and it helps feed the whole ecosystem. Instead of throwing garbage, you're just putting stuff that was from the sea back into the sea. So, okay. Boris, I swear, I've got a few ideas. Closest I've come up with so far is the Rocky Patel #6, but I don't know if it's available over in Europe at all. It reminds me a lot of the Partagas D series. Not saying that it's exact copy, because it's not. It's not. Don't even say that I said that. But there's a lot of the flavors that are very similar to the Partagas D series, which I know we both appreciate. Which is why that's what I was thinking. I think it is right now officially warm enough. If I'm looking at this right, yep, it is warm enough that Boris would not be enjoying this at all. He would have to stay inside for the rest of the summer. It's only middle of May. That's a depressing thought that it's already this warm outside. It's not quite 9 million Scovilles in a chocolate bar warm, but it's pretty damn warm. It'd be okay if the air wasn't just as damn thick. Okay, so Boris, if you can't find it over there, then that makes it a decent stick to send you, because it's one that you can't get at all. There are a few others that I'll need to see about trying to get for you. Might have to go to various different shops to get some of the more interesting ones. Of course, I also think that you would enjoy a Davidoff late hour, but that's because you like Scotch, and the Davidoff late hour has been aged in Scotch casks, so you get a little of that flavor as you're smoking it. But it is nothing like any other cigar I've ever had. They're very good. It's one of the few Davidoffs that I'm like, oh yeah, this is damn good. No big deal. Just if I find a stick that's just so amazing that I have to tell people about it, then I've already told them about it. Yes, they are really that good. Only one way to beat this is to turn on the truck and run the air conditioner. Of course, to do that means I'm wasting a bunch of gas. if gas is high here in Texas, I can't imagine what y'all are going through in other states and other places. I looked at the sign that I pass every day if I'm driving anywhere, and it said $3.99 a gallon for regular. And I heard Phil Rivera, or I saw Phil Rivera quote over $5.60 in California. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Donnie, I think you're actually thinking the Padron 64, not the 46. There's not a 46. There is a 26 though. 26 is also very good. Good morning, Burley Nut Bob. Great to see you, sir. Stamper, you have fun mowing that lawn, unless you can't. You can always have fun in the shower afterwards. 409 in Kansas, yeah. I know everywhere that as gas is farther and farther away from the refineries. Now, here in Houston, we're extremely close to the refineries, so we're paying a little less. Part of that is because it travels less distance. What do you want to know? The farther away you are from a source of refinement of gasoline, the more it's going to cost, because the farther they have to ship it, the more it costs to ship it. If you think gasoline's high, just imagine what these guys who are toting it are doing. They're pouring diesel in their tank. And let's be honest, they are not refining as much diesel as they are refining gasoline. Even here in Texas, where there's a lot of diesel vehicles running around, mostly trucks, but there's a lot of them. I would say it's only maybe about 10 to 15% of them. So logically speaking, it just doesn't make as much sense for refineries to make as much diesel as they are making gas. Oh no, don't worry, Donnie. There's no such thing as a bad Padron. Huh. Well, that is interesting, Boris. All right, all of y'all with diesel vehicles, get your ass to Finland. Make sure to take your guns and ammo because you're right next to Russia. Here's an interesting statement. The border between Finland and Russia is slightly shorter than the path of I-10 across Texas. It is 880 miles and a few feet of just I-10 across Texas. That would be from the east to the west or from the west to the east, doesn't matter, it's the same distance. And I believe there is 860 something miles of border between Finland and Russia. So let's just say it like this. That's a damn lot of border, damn it. And that's the reason why people in Finland are worried about Russian aggression. Howdy, Cedric. Great to see you, sir. Of course, what that also tells me about Finland is that north to south, Finland stretches in a straight line distance longer than Texas is east to west. Howdy, Derek. Model helicopters, that sounds like fun. I'm just hanging out with y'all until someone comes to open the shop so that I can go in and sell some cigars. Yeah, it seems like every couple of years Russia goes out and nibbles up a little more space. Oh, this country doesn't need quite that much border. Let's just scoop that section out. That's now Russia. But they've been doing that for as long as I can remember. It's in the news. It's been in the news. It stays in the news. Most of y'all wouldn't recognize me in what I'm wearing. Polo shirt, slacks. The hat might give it away. Even more fun. Because the Texas Cigar Festival is destined to happen. Oh, that is a Monte Cristo hat with another little Monte Cristo logo here on the side. I wish I had more of these so I could sell some at work. Because it's just a very good looking hat, no matter how I look at it. All right, the sheriffs are here. 3 of them. Nice. Yes, sir? 10 o'clock? Not even close. Yeah, I'm waiting for David to show up so I can get in there and go to work. Yeah, 3 Harris County sheriffs. Nice guys. I like them. They're out here always keeping us safe. Name of our place here is that is Casa de That'll be Casa de Monte Cristo JFK. Oh, let's see. My device is too hot because it's sitting out in the sun. Howdy, Phil. Great to see you, sir. Sorry to see you go, Bob. You have a great day. Hopefully we'll see you later. All right, Zippo, you have a great day as well. Yep, I am definitely going to be having a good day as soon as I can get going. Derek, James needs your address. Make sure to send it to him, brother. Oh, there's a nice breeze that just started blowing. Oh, so nice. Wow. That police officer's trunk has been smashed into. That's never a good sign. Steve the Piper, howdy, sir. Whew. I'm telling you right now, if I had the keys to this shop, I would have already let those guys in so that they could do a little shopping for cigars. And then on the way out, I would have told them, hey, y'all have a boring day. First responders really only have a good day if it's a boring day. Think about it. Nobody tried to kill them. Nobody was speeding. Nobody breaking any laws. What they did was they drove around and waved at people and didn't have to do nothing. At the end of the day, they fill out a report for how much gas they used in the day, clock out, and go home. Just as safe as when they started. Whether that be a police officer or a fireman, anybody who's military, having a good day means having a boring day. Phil, if I did that, I would go broke because there's about 30 guys that will come in uniform throughout the day today. And I just can't quite afford 30 guys worth of smokes. Hell, I can barely afford mine and I get a discount. Boris, that would be a Dodge Ram. Just a 1500. I didn't go all out and get the 35 or the 1 ton that I was originally wanting, but I didn't have need for a 1 ton when I was looking at the truck. And then I loosed the secret weapon on them. Holly is one hell of a negotiator. I'm telling you what, right now, if I ever need to get another vehicle, she's going to do the negotiations. I'm just going to pick the one out that I want. True, Phil, true. Yeah, if I'm just walking in and I see a police officer that's walking in with me or whatever, I'll be like, I got him. But if I'm working there that day, I could literally go broke trying to afford the number of police officers and firefighters and military that would come through. Wait, 4x4? No, it is not a 4x4. Didn't have any reason to need a 4x4 for a primarily city truck. But every once in a while, at least here in Houston, you're going to need a truck, whether it be to pick up lumber or go hauling stuff around. Can't do it in a car. Just no way to do it. All right, Phil, come on now. I had considered a four-wheel drive, and if I lived on the north side, it would be a little more useful because it does get a little snowy and icy every once in a while on the north side of town. But I live on the south side. If there's snow or ice in my side of Houston, they've already shut all of Houston down anyways. They're not even going to attempt to let people out on the streets. That, and I'm one of the few people on the, I'm one of the few people in Houston that has been to Buffalo during Thanksgiving and seen a real ice storm and gone, hey, let's go for a drive so I can learn to actually drive in this crap. Because no way I want to be a hazard to everybody else who's out here. Trucks are not rare in Texas. It's the family car. Phil, it was yesterday. It was definitely yesterday. You were mentioning that Cedric has over 210s open. That would be 210, or that would be 190 tens that would be growing mold here in Houston. Too hot and humid. I'd just be just like Briar Report and having to run a dehumidifier. James, actually, Sirius Cigars, which owned the 4 shops here in the Houston area, before they sold out to Casa de Monte Cristo about 5 years ago, and Casa de Monte Cristo wanted to keep the Sirius Cigars name because of it being a locally owned business, so they made it Casa de Monte Cristo by Sirius Cigars. These were also the largest humidored shops that they had in their whole inventory at the time. Since that time, they have built some other ones out, and they decided that the Houston model was the right way to go. More choices, more top-end lineup, and staying on top of what your customers actually want instead of just putting a bunch of cigars out there. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Can't find cigars on that online site except for sales. Quite honestly, James, it's the same exact location as JR Cigars if you're looking for whatever cigars. But it won't tell you what cigars each shop has, because each shop has the ability to decide for themselves, this stick will sell here and this one won't. And for an example, 30 miles from here is the Casa de Monte Cristo West Loop location. They sell Lancero sticks like it's going out of style. 30 miles away, right where I'm sitting, they sell extremely large ring gauges like it's going out of style. Neither one of them has the same sticks, even if they have the same maker. Because the sticks that will sell right here will just sit on the shelf 30 miles away. Now, in a triangle, if you were to look up the Casa de Monte Cristo Webster, Casa de Monte Cristo Webster sells an in-between size between what's here and what's at West Loop. But they've maybe got 2 sticks that are bigger than 70 ring gauge down south. Because they don't sell there either. But they don't have but maybe 2 or 3, maybe 10 sticks, 10 different sticks that are as skinny as a Lancero. Because it doesn't sell down there either. It's all Houston, right? But 3 different sides of town, and it's completely different. Howdy, Steph. Great to see you, sir. Howdy, Steph. Great to see you, ma'am. What? Hiding in a parking lot down the street from work? Those kids need you, Steph. Smoking. Okay. Best tasting Padron in stock at my store. I'm going to have to actually show you that particular stick. I don't want to exactly tell you that this is the best stick until I can pick it up and show it to you. There is a specific one that I have in mind every time somebody says best tasting one. Of course, the price tag tends to make people go into sticker shop. Cat the Irish Lass. Howdy, ma'am. Great to see you. James, it's about $40. Last time I checked, it's about $40. It might have gone up recently. Well, as far as this stick here. Oh, it's Miss Kathy. Howdy, Miss Kathy. Great to see you, ma'am. Give Steve a big hug for us. Just make sure he's not on top of a ladder trying to trim a tree when you do it. That's going to put both of y'all on the ground. We don't need that. Come on now. I kind of expected my boss to be here by now. It is 9:16. James, almost every store in the Houston area will have pretty much the best Padron on the planet. It's just the way it is. they are very big about keeping a very large supply of padrones because, well, finding a bad padrone is like tripping over a 8,000-pound gold bar that is already smelted and laid perfectly in your backyard. It just doesn't happen very often. Don't worry, James. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't buy one. I'll see about getting you one. It's fine. Trust me, it's okay. Save your money. Amber needs it. Oh, well, Kathy, go on, plop right down there in his lap. That'll make him happy. None of them are open right now, James. You might get answers at a few of them, though. Well, I'll be at the JFK one today, and I'll be at the Webster one tomorrow. Oh, that's cool, Steph. Steph's got a conference period. All right, Steph, you take care. Have a good one. Wow. Spam risk from Indiana. Yeah, Steph, that's right. And you can't smoke out in the parking lot without getting in trouble. I would be having a lot of trouble. That's why I don't ever think I'm ever going to be a teacher of any sort. I might teach some people a little bit about, you know, cigars. But that's just because I want y'all to be able to make good decisions. Oh, that's right. Steph's going to be at Dave Matthews Band. Have fun, Steph. Howdy, Steve. It's going to be hard to be the first customer today, James. They won't allow me to take sales over the phone. I'm not allowed. Neither is anybody else here at this particular shop. That's because somebody decided that they were going to keep somebody else's card number, and they picked up the phone and acted like they were talking to somebody, and they rang some stuff up, and then they punched in the card number, and then it was proven to be fraudulent, and the company shut down the ability, and that particular employee was escorted out the door by the police. Oh, Boris, that's horrible. Can't smoke in a cigar shop? That kind of ruins the whole ambience of going to a cigar shop. I mean, you're supposed to be able to walk in and smell that wonderful smell of cigars and tobacco and be able to go, I really like this smell. I can hang out here. Okay, sometimes it's tainted by somebody smoking a groovy blue. And at that point, we just go, oh. Let's be honest, groovy blues are very pungent. Man, I am starting to wonder if my boss got my text messages first thing this morning. Well, I didn't expect to be on here for an hour. That's for damn sure. Come on, is that his car? No, nope, not his car. So unfortunately, so that I'm not running around like a chicken with no head as soon as I get in the door, trying to get everything ready. No, I've been parked right here by the front door. I mean, that door you see behind me there, and then, well, you can't see the other one. Oh, look, that's JFK Liquor. How to angle the phone just right. There is some doors there behind me. There's no way my boss is sitting there going like, hey, I'm walking right past this guy. Steve, you're welcome. Saving your marriage is what I'm all about. Remember, it's catch and release in your dreams, right? Or at least don't tell anybody about it. Morning, Matthew. Great to see you, sir. So here at the hour mark, which is very shortly, I'm going to get off of here so I can hit my boss up, make sure he's coming. If he is showing up. So I want y'all all to remember, have a great day. That because it's not from me. Based on my most recent whatever, blah, 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 computer. They don't know who they're talking to. They don't need to worry about me. But as I was saying, have a great day. Make sure that the day is good for you. Do the best you can with that. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Again, do your best with that too. And as always, remember, long lives, big bowls, and long ashes. Y'all take care. And I will see you later this evening. Probably on Martin's show, because that's about the same time I'm going to be getting home. Talk to y'all later. Bye for now. Well, that's good to hear, Matthew. That's very good to hear. All right, and I'm out.